After posting that last video where the security guard pulled a gun on these two boys, these teens that were beating him, I decided to do a search in Google. And all I put in the search bar was white man pulls gun on teen. And I was surprised at the number of articles that came up where just within the last few months there have been several cases where white older men in their 50s pulled a firearm out on some teens. Now, there were a couple of cases where the older white men were racist toward these teens. The teens did nothing to him. He decided to come at the teenagers. Then there's others, like the one I'm about to show you, where this could have been prevented, and it just seems like the guy was afraid. And what gave him courage was the gun. Now, I'm not letting him off the hook for what he did, because I completely understand how he felt. Because he's going into his building and you have a group of teens, both black and white, that's trying to get in the building that don't live there. They don't have a key to the building and they don't have a key to the elevator, although they said they do. If you watch the video, when the man was standing in front of the door and after they finished arguing, he went inside the building, he let the door slam. One of the boys put their hand in the door and came in. That's when I think the man had the firearm in his hand. He had it down to his side. And these boys were following him, so I'm thinking to myself, why are they following this man? It's almost like they were trying to provoke this man. And it seemed like they were up to something no good, right? And I hate to be judgmental, and I hate to be what they say, I hate to think that these young boys are up to something. They say they're trying to visit their friend. Now, I'm going to let you watch the video because I have more to say about this, and I want you to tell me what you think about this, because I don't want to give too much away before you watch the video. So check this video out. Check this out.
Run your mouth, I'm making your problem. What's your problem? That's a felony. You can't. You're not man enough to just go about your day with a bunch of guys. Just you chilling him, you want to run your mouth. Look, Lip Dick, don't fucking walk into a conversation now. It's not. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where am I going? I'm going upstairs to get laid. What are you doing? Lip Dick. Right there is my key. There's my key. Sir, you bring out some what's your purpose? Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I guess we're going to forgive us. We're going about this. There is my purpose. What's your purpose? No, I know you. I know
You see, he turned the camera off because he knew that something could have happened from there. He knew what was up. Now, if that was me, and again, I understand where that dude with the gun was coming from, you know, because these boys, they did seem a bit aggressive, man, because they didn't live in the building, they didn't belong there, they had no key, they were lying saying that they did have a key, and they said they were arguing with this dude, right? So if I was in that situation, instead of standing there arguing with these boys, telling them that they can't get in that elevator, I would have said, you know what, go ahead up, I'll catch the next elevator up. Or I would have told them, well, just wait here, because it's not a good idea for you to get in the elevator with me, right? With that type of attitude and mentality, right? So you guys wait and catch the next elevator up. You don't have to get in the elevator with me, because once in that elevator, there's no cameras outside of that cell phone, right? And we only see what they allow us to see. Because right at the end of that video, if they felt that this white dude was a threat, why did that dude say, let me turn this cell phone off, let me turn the camera off? And he turned the camera off. So you would think that they would want to keep the camera running if they were in the right. But he turned the camera off, which makes me believe they were up to no good. Now again, like I said, even from the door, I would have said, you know what, you guys go ahead in, I'll wait out here. You guys have a key? Or what these boys should have done to prevent problems, they should have just said, you know what, I'm gonna call my friend, because they said they were there to see a friend. Or the dude with the gun could have said, you know what, well, I tell you what, call your friend, have your friend come down here and escort you upstairs, because I can't let you in. I don't know you. This is a secure building, and without a key, I can't let you in here. So why don't you just call your friend, have your friend come down and escort you in? That's all you had to do. That's all those boys had to do, was call their friend down. Or the man with the gun don't even go in the building. Get in your car, take a ride around the block. If they got a key, they're gonna go inside that building. Or they should have called their friend to have their friend come down and let them in. And once they came in, because this man was outnumbered, now once they came in the building and they were following behind him, still talking at him, they were provoking this man. What that dude should have did was say, you know what, I tell you what, you guys go ahead up, you got a key, go ahead up, I'll catch the next elevator upstairs. Go ahead, because I'm not gonna get in the elevator with you guys, man. You know, not with this type of energy. So he should have just let these boys go up by themselves. More than likely, they had no key, so they were waiting for him to let them on that elevator. Which also leads me to believe they were up to no good, because anything that happened in that building would have made this man responsible for that, right? So it makes young black teens look bad, especially if it's a situation where the teens are in the right. Nowadays it's kind of hard to tell when these young black teens are in the right, because they're so aggressive, confrontational, and they're violent. So the first thing these older white people and even black people are gonna think, like, I'm not getting in the elevator with you. Or if they're walking down the street, you're gonna have some adults that cross the street. Or you're gonna have some women that's gonna see them coming, gonna think they're a gang, and she's gonna cross the street to keep from being disrespected, because that's the attitude, the mentality, the energy of the teens of today. So what do you think about this video? Was the guy with the gun in the wrong? Was he in the right? What would you have done in this situation? Feedback, tell me what you think. Till next time, I'm Fearless.